governorship and House of Assembly elections less than 3 days away, party supporters are at the peak of their campaigns, knowing by tomorrow midnight, all forms of campaigns will stop. From the governorship election in Lagos, some individuals and groups are already throwing their weight behind the incumbent governor, Babajide Sanwo Olu, for a second term in office. They describe his administration as operational and people-oriented, especially with a 6-point agenda, which are traffic management and transportation, health and environment, education and technology, making Lagos a 21st century economy, entertainment and tourism, and security and governance. Joining us in the studio is a security expert, Richard Amuwa, and political analyst, Ziggy Ibeh. You're all welcome to this show.
Thank you, boss.
Thank you for having us.
I'll start with you, Ziggy. What is the state of the polls now heading to Saturday in Lagos?
All things being equal, I'm sure Governor Babajide Sanwo Olu would clinch at the poll because the trajectory is there. He has done well because every measure of every work is about what the person has done and what is considered about him if he is to be re-elected. And I think every indices indicates that he has done well. Started judging from where he started from, and at this point we know how far he has raised the bar of governance in Lagos.
Richard, I was in a WhatsApp group and there were some people who were still arguing that they didn't believe Sanwo Olu did anything. Then somebody replied in that WhatsApp group and listed an endless
achievement,
parade of achievement. Yes. I was waiting for somebody to respond. But why is there some people who say that?
I think, like I've said in different forums, that people should take sentiment out of this election. I've been on radio for the past 15 years discussing security, and all my followers and my listeners, those people that are influenced on security, knows that I'm not a politician, so I say the way it is. If you look at Babajide Sanwo Olu, Mr. Governor, what he has done in terms of security, I think a lot of, just like people who live in the US, they don't travel to another state. For example, if you're in New York, you hardly see them travel to New Jersey. A lot of Lagosians don't leave Lagos to see what happened in other states, to appreciate the insecurity, the enormous insecurity in other states. What they do is they just hear and they read. But for me and my colleagues who are into security, who travel wide in Nigeria, to see that a lot of us today, we sleep with our eyes closed and we wake up and we don't know who is working. It is Mr. Babajide Sanwo Olu. For example, before his tenure, I still remember that we used to have this bad boy coming from Delta State through sea to Lekki to come and operate in Lagos. I mean, have you heard of that since last 3.5 years? No. So, and the fact that he was the first chairman of the Lagos State Security Trust Fund, a lot of people do not know that too. Yes, that he was actually the man who set it up.
Yes. As
a young man, and he was, in his early 40s then. Mm-hmm. You see, so when you look at where he's coming from, for those of us, like I keep saying, I don't know him. I've not met him in one-on-one. The only time I saw him from afar was maybe in a meeting where we have a community meeting with a Lagos State Security Trust Fund. And for those who do not understand Security Trust Fund, it is a private-public partnership put in place. And he was the chairman. And today, Lagos State government, they are the highest donor. And I tell people that if Lagos State put all her budget on security, it will not be enough, sir. Because if you look at the state of equipment, I want people to go and Google gunboats.
Look at them.
Okay, let people go and Google it. So to understand how much it costs. And you see, so I think we need to be, we need to appreciate it. Okay, sir, 120 patrol vehicles. Security is actually exclusive of federal government. But Lagos State took RRS, because of what? Because he wants, like, you keep preaching greater Lagos, greater Lagos. Sir, no inexperienced person can take care of Lagos away from what is happening right now. So Lagos, I think we need to begin to think and understand the fact that we are where we are today because somebody is having a sleepless night, making sure that Lagos is safe.
And then there was this point that was made that since he became governor in the past 4 years, there have not been attack on the bank. I mean,
Yes.
it has stunned me when I heard that.
Yeah. Do you know what APC, what we call APC?
Okay.
What do you call it? Armored Carrier.
Armored Carrier, yeah.
Do you know how much it costs? And you see, people just see those things and park somewhere. They don't know what it even takes to maintain it. Even to warm it every morning or in the afternoon to make sure that it's serviceable. And what happened? You see, for me, every time, if you go to my website right now, Security 247 on website, we have already stated what Babajide Sanwo Olu had done and what he's doing in terms of security. But I think one thing Mr. Governor did not do right was the fact that he was not projecting what we're doing in terms of security to Lagosians before now. So people are like, okay, is it true? He's doing this, he's doing that? Because, you know, some other states, for example, we know some governors that when they want one pin, the whole world hears it. When they buy one booklet, the whole world. You know, I think it's coming back. You need to do more. Talk more about what he's doing in terms of security. Because seriously, Lagos, we are where we are today because we have a man who loves security and who is investing in security. For example, it's a man who works with every, for example, Lagos Neighborhood Watch, Manuwa, Ikeja Security, what do you call them? Then business district here. All these things were put in place. I know that last man has their, they say out of 12, we have we have a Judah. Do you know that if you take last man away from the road today, in 5 seconds, go and check how the road will be.
Chaos.
So those are the things we need to understand. And when he came, he recruited more men. That's why he came, put money together and get more men. And he's not making last man like, what we call occupational security. No, he made it like professional.
Institutionalized it.
Thank you. So even though he leaves office tomorrow, you know that at least he put something, he have granted something in Lagos.
Ziggy, people tend to have short memories. we were here in this state and in this country where nobody took charge when COVID came.
Yes.
And they started calling him incident commander because he blazed the trail. He was the one that taught the federal government how to handle a pandemic that could have ravaged the whole country.
Yes, and we believe that it took us by surprise, and actually, we took up that job, and somebody was behind this brain. Lagos, particularly, ranked among the first states that actually solved this issue. You know, there was palliatives. Yes, there were complaints here and there, but to a large extent, people got enough. I've interviewed a lot of people who accepted to have collected these palliatives from the government.
It was not only about palliatives. It was setting the right tone for prevention, for
the approach.
Yes,
to curing it.
Not only prevention, but also the attitude towards enlightenment, towards handling it, and keeping people at peace. And the borders were safe. People who were infected would come in. There were places where the sick would go to, and so on.
And Lagos being the center of whole activities and where all the nationals reside, we were able to curtail it. You know, at a point, it became an issue. When the airport was closed, we had all these things put in place. There were authorities going around the houses to make sure so many things, this doesn't escalate. And there was enough information and education on this. People were actually brought to the knowledge how to prevent it, how to go about their normal businesses that have been contracted. And that's just one. There are so many areas that the Lagos state government come to curtail the effect of so many of these things. Now, we are talking about governance now, and you don't play with governance. You don't bring in a child in a place like Lagos. Lagos is like, in fact, is a country on its own.
Yep.
Okay,
largest economy
in Africa, and as such, we need someone with enough knowledge about leadership.
Yep.
Okay, somebody has set the trajectory, and what we are looking at, it has been leadership successes all the way.
Yep.
Okay, if you look at that, if at a point, a nascent mind or someone who don't know what leadership is all about is brought in, there would have been a cutoff in activities and projections. Okay, we witnessed that a little, but then there was a shock and it was prevented. Yeah. The issue remains that if you refuse to continue in this trajectory, in this space we are taking now, there will be issue. Okay, Lagos most times don't even depend at the center for what they want to do, because, like you said, Lagos set the pace.
Lagos is its own center.
It's its own center.
Attracts everybody.
Yeah. So most of the things that happen in other states, you find that is copied from Lagos.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why when we are campaigning for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we said whatever thing he has done in Lagos could be replicated. Because if you had done it well and got it well in Lagos, yes, you can equally do it there. Because the effort you muted while governing Lagos would be equal.
Experiment, any idea that is experiment is either in New York or in California.
Because of their nature.
Yes.
Because of the multiple nature. When it succeeds there, definitely it will succeed. And it could succeed in the whole country. So that's exactly what we are saying. Lagos, for any center to succeed, the federating units certainly will bring out their best. Most of the things we find out at the center were suggestions taken from Lagos.
Yes.
Okay, and implemented as a center. We are not saying Lagos is all in all. No. But then, Lagos, as big as it is, the idea that works in Lagos works at the center. Okay, and if we have the same good head, okay, in Lagos, yes, we could replicate it up there.
Even to support what he just said, look at, for example, a lot of states today have this public-private partnership in security. Yes. Because it started from Lagos.
Yes.
And Babajide Sanwo Olu was the first, like I said,
even the last man you talk about is being reflected in some of the APC ruling states.
That's right.
Have adopted it. And it's working
even
perfectly.
PDP states too have adopted it.
Yes.
So I think we need to, let's even look at the criminal justice, because you can't talk about security without criminal justice. If you look at what Mr. Governor have done, because he said again that you can't take my people to the prison.
Well, hold on a second. We'll come back to you.
Okay.
We're going to go for a short break. We'll be right back.
Charles? It's so hot, auntie. You'll get used to it. What's the big deal? It's just a cereal. Just a cereal? You are talking about something that has helped thousands of Niger farmers provide for their families for decades. This cereal, we have enjoyed it for so long. It's part of our history. Is that you? And it's packed with the energy and nutrition that I know my family needs every day. That's why Golden Morn is so special to us. You get it?
Keep enjoying Niger's favorite breakfast cereal fortified with Grain Smart, a special combination of iron and vitamins to help your family make every day golden.
I get it now.
Nestle. Good food, good life.
Welcome back. Yes, we are trying to elaborate on this criminal justice.
And a man who love his people, we see that the people are not just justly arrested or sent to prison. So what did he do? You can see that he completed and commissioned Area L Police Command in Lashe. He also made sure that some of the administrative blocks of police barracks or police stations are well built. It's not for him to do. But why did you think he did it? He did it because of the people. I keep saying this. A lot of people do not understand that police is an exclusive list and is taken care by the federal government. Yes. But Lagos State government adopted, especially under this present governor, what he had done for the police. Especially even with if you go to some police offices, you wonder, why is it like this? But nobody's saying anything. But Mr. Governor took it on his own with our state money to rebuild and to refurbish and to make sure that when you go to the police station, you have at least the police themselves, they have a good ambience to work with. I was talking about the criminal justice. Look at most of the high courts, magistrate courts that he put together. Sometimes you go to a court, it's like you see the AC, you see everything working. That is the man who knows what to do. So I don't think, I need to say this, sir, for the benefit of our listener. I came to Lagos when I was 19. So Lagos made me. If there's no process in Lagos, I'm not sure I would be where I am today. And a lot of people. I'm a born Delta man. My mom is from Anambra State. So today, I'm here saying this because I've enjoyed and benefited what Lagos have provided and what Lagos have put in place. And a lot of us like that, my friends and my brothers from the east, from the south, who are in Lagos today, benefiting from all of this. I think all we need to do right now is to make sure that he comes back, completes his tenure, and not just complete it, make sure that the security that we enjoy here, that we better put it forward again. I will give him that support. And that's what I'm saying here today. A lot of people need to understand that. For example, look at this again, sir. This is the first man who provided forensic lab in Lagos.
Yeah.
I'm telling you the truth. Before you go to police station, police want to force you to tell the truth, beat you up. Why not? They don't need to beat you up. Yeah. Just take your,
technology has taken
care. And he's invested so much on technology. But like I said, Ziggy, you are the one that said it. How much is he going to put in public with all that he's doing?
Yeah, there are too many.
There are too many.
There are too many.
You understand?
When we are talking about...
The thing I want you to talk to is that when you are enjoying things, you take them for granted.
You wouldn't even know where they come from.
That's right.
You wouldn't know their sources.
Yeah,
okay, and that's it. The state trust fund was introduced in Lagos during Fashola.
Yes.
It has never been found anywhere in the country.
Yeah.
And when state fund came, when that trust fund came, you find out that it is sink into security. Most times, what we enjoy in Lagos, we don't even know the sources and those who are providing this, because they come seamlessly. Okay, when we sleep with two eyes closed, we never knew that someone somewhere is paying for it. And if policemen in Lagos are not being, do you know? I heard from a police officer, a friend. He said they pay to come to Lagos.
Let me tell you.
Ziggy,
let me tell you something about the RRS. In case you do not know, Lagos State government paid an RRS officer, a policeman, if you die in the course of duty, 10 million naira.
Yeah, sure.
You see them where go and cost the bulletproof and the ballistic helmet they wear. How much it costs? This is put together by Lagos State government. So when you see an RRS car parked somewhere, it consumes fuel. These guys paid. Go and ask how much they are being paid.
And like you said, the APC that is packed in almost everywhere in Lagos, it costs so much amount of money. And those things,
when you talk about APC, you're talking about armored carrier.
Yes. those equipment cost so much amount of money. And everywhere.
Go and Google it. It's a question of everywhere. Google.
So we are talking about the capacity leadership in Lagos.
Let me even tell you about this human sympathy. Do you know when this woman was killed on Christmas Day? Do you know what Mr. Governor did? He personally went to Abuja to go and see the Inspector General of Police. Who does that? He would have sent his deputy or sent a commissioner. Yes. But he went that. During before the NSAS started, nobody forgot the moves he made to make sure that everything is square. Nobody remember that.
Like we all have.
No, hold on, sir. I'm going to say this. And again, that thing, like I said, a lot of his media people don't help him to understand. People to understand the fact that Lagos, no one is in charge of security, especially when it comes to army.
Yeah.
They are not in charge. They don't even, in fact, Mr. Governor today cannot even call a commissioner of police to go and do anything.
No.
I'm telling you the truth.
You cannot order.
You're right.
So when he comes on TV and tell people that I don't have the power, people do not understand.
You can't.
So you see, whoever come to Lagos and do not understand what they are put in place, they're going to take us back to years. So we better understand what we're going to do on Saturday. That we need to move forward. Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, wherever you come from, we need to make this present government to continue another 4 years so that we can have our security.
Consolidation.
That's just it.
Do you know, sitting right here, I've been struggling to know which project are we going to talk about.
Okay.
There are so many. In fact, they are scattered all over Lagos and all that.
Do you know what?
And you talk about the media, not saying, but which one would the media talk about? Because they're everywhere.
Yes.
You can't be talking about.
Is it lag boss?
Is it lag boss? Is it compensations for victims? Is it the police outfit and all that? Our police
is
in
it
Lagos.
The personal stories like that of our beloved striker, Henry Wosu?
Yes, that was personally taken care of by the governor.
Was taken from a
hospital in Asaba.
Ziggy.
Hospital in Asaba. Yes. The governor rejected him there. In fact, when the social media brought up the case of that man, I'm sure so many governors must have, in fact, including his own governor, nobody took up that case. But when he was brought here, he was asked to be brought to Lagos.
Yes.
Okay. And his case was taken up.
Yes.
By the governor personally.
Let's say, boss, Ziggy, let's quickly say this. We have some governors who came in 4 years ago, who abandoned the project their predecessors started.
Yes.
But this governor, make sure that he finishes everything. There's no abandoned property. What do you know why? Because there's a plan for it to continue.
There's a blueprint.
There's a blueprint for Lagos.
Made sure someone somewhere drew up that blueprint.
You understand?
And the continuity.
Yes. So I think we need to begin to think and need to see what is happening. Guys, this is not about politics. You see,
somebody said that the great airport in London, the Heathrow, was built by several administrations. Imagine it was started and somebody said, no, I don't like it. But because you want to do a big thing, you have to do it well. Look at the train project, for instance. The plan has been on for a while, and you don't just throw train and put it down, because we need all the infrastructure and all the planning and so on. Now we have the blue train. We're going to have the red one and so on. So that is what they mean by continuity. So the question some people are asking is, why all of this talk about tribalizing Lagos election?
Okay, you want to say something? Or want me? Okay. You see, first of all, I want to say this. Like I said earlier, I'm a data person. My mom is Igbo. My wife is Yoruba. My children speak Yoruba. The one that is learning to speak Igbo, they are learning it because, like I said, I was 19 when I came to Lagos. And I came to Lagos because my parents could not afford to send me to school. And I came here to be able to survive. So when I see people who are talking about tribe, who are talking about
no man's land,
and I begin to say, Lagos is no man's land, I begin to say, don't say that. This town has made a lot for us. This town we call Lagos has helped us to be who we are. I would have taken to crime. When I came to Lagos, I was in Ajegule, Olodia Papa. That's where I started from. But because I know what I wanted to do, I still remember how I started my security business, how I got to, had to go to school, how even I had to make sure that whatever I am doing, listen, I've not gotten any support from government for day one, but the support I got was the infrastructure, the support I got was they give me the states, the support I got that they gave me an environment. We know some states that you cannot survive there.
No, it's toxic.
So how come that Lagos houses every Nigerian in Lagos.
Yes, let me just, so that I don't forget.
Yes.
You see, ignorance plays a major role. Most times when I meet my people and we talk about habitation and all that, Lagos is a home to all. And you don't blame people in Lagos sometimes when they say what they say, because they find out that here is a place you come and do your business and live well. Okay? It's the enabling environment that is created in Lagos. So many people have forgotten that somebody is paying for it dearly. And when you begin to make all sorts of jargons and all that, begin to talk all that, we now begin to see the kind of person you are. Is ignorant. Is total ignorance.
You see, that's why I say the role of the media team for Mr. Governor.
Total ignorance. Because
next time need to work harder.
All the leaves, all the windows, all the leverages and all.
And now it's no.
You don't come to my house and talk to me anyhow.
Ziggy Ibeh, sorry for telling you that, but I want people to know that you can't go to my state and do what you do in Lagos.
No.
You see, as an Igbo,
Lagos is habitable.
Hold on, bro. I was born in Onitsha. My secondary school is in Onitsha. Before I came to, went to Ondo from whatever I went to do, then came to Lagos. Let me tell you the truth. I am the president of what we call Child Safety Education and Protection Initiative. It's an NGO. We have not even spoken about that, what Mr. Governor does about NGO. Today we have...
I said there are too many.
Hold on. We have what we call child protection and child safeguarding.
Yes.
Lagos State government, under this governor, is the first person to make it to become law. And he supports every NGO in Lagos to make sure that every child go to school. We send a proposal every we put 1,000 about together, and we educate the students on the issue of security and safety. The Minister of Youth and Social Development, under his government support us, give us free hall in Analyse. Minister of Education, give us children to work with. Mr. Governor still support us financially. He has never seen my face. It's just a letter on his table to say, this is what we're going to do for children. So tell me, if we say, if we are going to talk about tribalism, don't forget my name. Richard Chukuneku Amuwa. If I say that this is an Igbo boy, I'm not going to support him.
Yeah.
But he did.
See, cutting you there. There are so many Igbos, so many nationals that have enjoyed scholarship in Lagos.
Yes.
Without knowing where they are coming from. And let me tell you one thing that is so pertinent here. In the government of Ashiwaju, till date, we've had so many nationals in government house.
I hope we're not taking it for granted.
One day governor.
Without one day governor, the president, so many.
No, but I hope we're not taking it for granted.
We are now saying, you don't use the hospitality of a person or a state for granted. You don't take it for granted.
No.
Okay, so the issue remains, each time I hear all sorts of noises and all that, I see it as ignorance.
Ignorance, yeah.
I see it as ignorance.
Yeah.
And look, other contestants in this Saturday election, we've profiled all. You don't cut off a progress. A train that is on motion, you don't stop it. There will be casualty. Just exactly what you had the other day. So, and two, you don't put on the thing that works well. You don't put Elena.
No.
Lagos can never be ruled by Elena. Lagos can never be ruled by someone who doesn't know anything. Well, you'll be lost in it. You'll be lost.
Do people actually know that Lagos, in Africa, that is the biggest, one of the biggest city, three biggest city in Africa.
So you'll be lost.
I want to bring Elena. Somebody has not done before.
The Labour Party candidate was here on this show.
Badebo.
Yes, Badebo. He was here on this show. I was asking him questions about what do you want to do. He kept going to what Sanwo Olu has done.
That's it.
I said, okay, What are you going to do differently?
Okay.
There will be policies some
There was nothing.
There will be policies
It
some
didn't tell me I'm going to change this. I'm going to do it better.
Yes.
I'm going to make it faster.
Yes.
About,
How do you go about it? Because there's a
so the point is, what is your original idea?
Yes.
There was none. On last man, no. On train, no. I'm going to.
Ziggy,
there will be no originating idea from a learner. A learner will always come, wants to cause commotion on what they have, and learn on the job. And look, Lagos don't need a new fight.
I want to tell you something quickly.
We need to specify so many things that a leader possess.
Let me quickly tell you something before I forget.
I don't trust you.
Do you know how many cameras Babajide Sanwo Olu, Mr. Governor, has installed? Guys, I'm not supposed to say this on TV, national TV, but I'm saying this for people to understand because we're talking about things he has done in security. Today, there is a major control room managed by Ministry of Science and Technology.
Yes, and that's where you see me, I'll be nodding.
Okay, you see, guys, people don't know. You cannot drive recklessly in Lagos today and see you go. He's using all this to support the police. So police come and take their evidence from this, and it costs him millions of money. But you see, like we said here, it's not everything he does he will come on media and say.
What can you say?
You see, if I've not said this now, how many Lagosians knows about this? There are thousands of cameras. They can only see, the thought is just to monitor the vehicle that is coming. Today, last time, my car, I didn't know that I'm supposed to have paid my what's it called, my annual renewal stuff. Yes. But that same day, I drove my car out.
There was a situation here on this show sometime last year.
Yeah.
When somebody was talking on security, calling from London.
Yeah.
He was calling himself a security expert, was saying that Lagos did not have cameras.
You see that?
I had to debunk it immediately that I've even been to that situation room.
Yeah.
I've seen there where I was seeing there what was going on.
I'm saying, so you do know that. So people do not know that this, even Oshodi, Ajegunle, all those areas are covered with camera today. All those black spots are covered with camera.
Yes.
They don't know that. So it is us here to start telling people that you cannot bring a new man to do this job.
Do you know, as we speak, so many buses on the road are tagged? Yes. In fact, bus drivers will always tell you they can't. Do you know before, buses don't have destinations?
Yeah.
They stop at
anywhere, yes.
But when they don't get at their bus stop, they don't stop. Why do you think it's so? Okay. Because do you know what? Right now, they allow you to go. When you drop incessantly, they allow you to go.
Yeah.
You will be caught on a different day. And the camera will be shown to you.
Remember he said he's going to wear.
So what we are getting abroad, what we are seeing over there is coming back here. And so many development we are seeing today. That's why we say Lagos seems to be the epicenter of the whole thing.
That's right.
Because the replications of so many developments we see abroad are coming back here.
That's right.
Go to just Allen Roundabout here. Just close to us here. You can't do anyhow at that Allen Roundabout. So many people don't know.
Yes.
Drive anyhow at that Allen Roundabout.
Please, let me quickly add to this that for every last man listening to us today, and you are not working according to how you are trained, you are not just messing Mr. Governor, you are messing yourself. Because you know why? Mr. Governor bought some of these guys body camera.
Yes.
That one enough. You don't even need to enter people's vehicle. Yoruba will say, that is, if they train a child will retrain himself. A lot of these boys
are learned Yoruba. This
a lot of these boys do not know that government is spending so much money on them that you don't need to just. Mr. Babajide did not tell you to enter a person's car to go or to be rude to people. He has already trained you, tell you what to do. You have camera to take the picture. You know that let them go. Let them go.
Tomorrow they'll be cut off.
Let me tell you this: 767 and 112. How many Lagosians know that Lagos State government is spending so much money for that emergency number? It is only in Lagos. You have a 3-digit figure, like you have 119 in America. That's what you have in Lagos. Guys, listen, whoever that lives in Lagos today, Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, Efe, Kwale, wherever you come from, and you've been here, you are surviving. and all these things put in
Somebody
place for
is
you,
paying for
and
it.
you are not appreciating
Let me
it.
parody
It's wrong.
a place in the Bible. It said, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is saved. In Nigeria, the name of Lagos itself
It's a strong tower.
is a strong tower.
Yes.
All the tribes, when they run,
You are shielded. You are shielded.
So, do you hear what the Fajek said? Lagos na New York.
New York.
Yes, that's it. And the starting point, do you know one wonderful story about Lagos is that we have millions of Nigerians who were nobody. In fact, at a point it was trending. You will come to Lagos with nylon.
An example.
You come to Lagos with nylon.
Yes, I came with a
and
nylon.
you go home with limousine.
I came with a nylon.
These are
I'm a
success
great
stories.
example.
For you to survive in Lagos, that ability to survive in Lagos was made possible.
Yes. In fact, what happens is that during Christmas, when people leave, you live in Lagos, you have all the success you have in Lagos. Is when you go to your village during Christmas, it is then the Lagos people start competing against themselves. No. Let me do that borehole. Let me do that.
Yes.
My car I better pass your car.
Yes.
In fact, somebody told me one time that he used to pray. He used to pray that, oh God, I went to village last Christmas. What those people, those my friends, what they brought this time, help me disgrace them, give me something so that I can get better than them. This person confessed to me.
And Lagos environment.
Yes.
The Lagos environments we're all talking about is favorable to all. As long as you come to Lagos and you engage yourself in meaningful venture.
Legal thing.
Okay. The environment is conducive for everyone.
Lizzie, please, let me say this.
As people are listening to us, we've enjoyed from time immemorial in Lagos should not be cut off.
Thank you.
Right.
And
I
want to quickly say this. You live in Badagry, Amuwa, Odofin, Etiosa, wherever you live in Lagos, Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, and you are successful today, know that somebody is having a sleepless night. And please, let's go out on Saturday and vote and return Babajide Sanwo Olu.
And that name, Lagosian, will always to shine in us.
Yes. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thank you.
I didn't even have to say anything. I was just here listening to you people. And that was very interesting.
It's a success story.
You did your job you did my job for me. Thank you very much for coming. And we're going for a short break now, and then we'll return to wrap up the show. Thank you.